Hey everyone, and welcome to another best of 5 in the top right corner on 2K Atmospheres. Give it up for a blue Terran Byun in the bottom left as the red Zerg. It's Reynor. So this is another cast from the ESL Open, number 92 EU. Really excited to be bringing it to you here today as part of my 30-day project to improve as a broadcaster. It's a learning experience. So most of what we're doing here in this first week is, acquiring questions that we can work on in the following weeks. As far as the casting stuff goes, obviously, in order to maintain one video a day, I have to be able to ship said videos. So a lot of the actual learning has been going on in the production software. And has been based around delivering a quality product to YouTube, which is a little more difficult than you might think. It's been a long time since I learned how to do all that in college, and I don't know, but we're getting through it. I think I made great strides for 4 days, and I think the YouTube format allows me to bring a lot of extra energy to the broadcast. It's a hatch gas pool from Reynor. Wait, no, it's not. It's a hatch pool. Hold up. Okay, this is a bit weird. Oh, it's a quick third from Reynor. This is a really cheeky play, especially against a player who can sometimes play very aggressively in the early game, like Byun. Byun, though, luckily, is going second CC into factory. Oh, you know what here? So Byun didn't scout. He didn't send out an SCV scout. I wonder if that's what triggered Reynor to take this early third. Very curious indeed. So Reynor trying to scam out some extra economy, some extra larva in the opening moments of this game, and it looks like he has been utterly successful. Byun's window to punish this has basically closed. Still no scouting from our blue Terran. None. Zero, zip, nada. Mining away is Byun. Mining away is Reynor. The first couple lings hitting the field just now. This is so odd. This is so odd that Byun is not scouting until his first two Hellions. There was no SCV scout, no opening Reaper. I can only chalk this up to a mistake unless he really thinks he has a read on Reynor's build order, but it's not looking like it. Like, Reynor's going to be able to just produce couple waves of lings and hold off any aggression from Byun that he may face down. Now, this is going to result in way delayed ling speed thanks to the delayed gas. Everything else should be going up relatively on time. Well, you know what? We don't have a baneling nest or anything down either, so... 10 lings on the way for Reynor. The drop for Byun is deflected, and he doesn't really have a scout on the fact that he's going up against slow lings. Okay, now he'll see. He sees the slow lings, and that should set off some alarm bells. Because this third being done on its own doesn't mean anything, right? Like, this is kind of normal saturation on a third at this point in the game. It's just that it's been up for so dang long. Byun's bringing forward the Hellions. The armory is about to complete. This is a full-on Hellbat Marine play. Reynor does not have a baneling nest. does have a spine. What's the queen count looking like? It's going to be 7 queens. Okay, 7 queens can absolutely deal with this. It's going to come down to how the lanes are deployed, where the queens are deployed, and how Byun deals with the spine crawler. Very nice target firing from Reynor, taking down a Hellbat right away. Couple Hellbats down. Byun bravely sitting on creep, trying a Hellion run by into the natural, but Reynor's defense is just impenetrable. Byun shutting down 3 creep tumors isn't bad, but like going for this committed of an attack and having it do nothing other than clear 3 creep tumors, that's a bit of a different story. Taking a look at the resources lost, it's 400 to 700, 100. And yeah, obviously that's going to favor Reynor pretty heavily. Queen under fire. Lanes come for the wraparound. The medevac blown out of the sky, which puts all these units on a timer. They are trading out with the Zerglings, but the Queens are just a tidal wave crashing into the remaining units of Byun. Byun kind of reset, having to rush Marines to the wall in case of a counterattack. Ooh, lowers the depot. That's actually quite dangerous. When your opponent's just held off your attack, Reynor could strike if he so chose, but instead, Reynor has taken a 4th a bit ago, and moving into a 5th is getting ready to stake a solid claim on this game. Reynor running Ling Bane around to the side. Is perhaps going to play aggressive. Byun going for a double drop. The creep spread is in such a position that Reynor can respond to this drop rather quickly with the full might of his army, but it looks like he won't need to. The medevac's intercepted by the Queens. Plenty of Ling Bane there to defend as well, and Reynor's about to come in from 2 sides on this 3rd base of Byun. There's not that much to defend. The Marines get caught out. They were in a very dangerous position. About 4 Banelings take them all down. Lings going in on the siege tank. GG! Reynor takes map 1. In the bottom left of Oxide, give it up for a blue Zerg Reynor. In the top right, as the red Terran, it's Byun. Reynor currently ahead 1 point. And yeah, it was a strong first point. Byun unable to get anything at all done with his Hellbat Marine play. Just like absolutely nothing. So Byun is doing a classic Byun maneuver, which is pulling the SCVs, 1 Rax down, 2nd SCV zooming across the map for Rax number 2. And it looks like that's exactly what it's going to be. A 2 Rax proxy from Byun, getting ready to take on the might of Reynor. Reynor, though, goes for a pool first. These are both blind builds. No one has scouted anything. But again, Reynor maybe assuming something, given that he didn't see an SCV scout, which should be coming in right about now. Okay. Reynor has gone for another gas. Ooh, well, okay. It's going to be a pool hatch gas. Not a gasless opener. Overlord is not going to scout the proxy, giving Byun a pretty good advantage, but it can see the SCVs as they run in to make a bunker. This is a Marine play. There is gas back at home, which could allow for a Reaper, but it's most likely going to be used for a factory. 2 Marines in production for Byun. Roach Warren starting up for Reynor. It's a little unclear to me if he is suspecting the proxy or if he was going for his own cheese here. Either way, this is going to work out really well for him. Like, this is almost a build order loss for Byun. The roaches are going to tear down Oxide, and Byun's not going to be able to really do anything about it. Stutter stepping from Byun. They pop into the bunker. Down goes a Marine. Bunker in the orange. Bean refocusing on the SCV. SCV falls. Boom goes the bunker. The Marines gotta run away. They've gotta make it. Oh no, they pause on the ramp. They're gonna gun from high ground. They will be able to pick off a roach. Okay, what do I know? Byun, super smart, is going to continue the attack. Reynor actually droning behind this, not going for the mass roach counterattack. Wow, Reynor subverting my expectations here. Ran a couple slow lanes across the map, but is going to pull them home. Byun sending SCV out. He's finally floating the first 2 racks home. Getting up a starport, Tech Lab finishing on the factory. It could be for a tank. Keep an eye on that. Ooh, he's going for the swap, actually. So this is a heavy signifier of Banshee play. Could still be a battle cruiser, but we'll just keep our eyes peeled. Okay, our eyes have been peeled effectively. Banshee starting up for Byun. Barracks lands. Reactor. Tech Lab are down. Byun gearing up for the next engagement. Reynor taking a third, and we're surprisingly settling into a pretty normal macro game. This was a brave play for Reynor. I know myself as a Zerg player, I would have been very tempted to just mass roach, make a bunch of Ravagers, and go across the map, but perhaps Reynor was worried. That was exactly what Byun wanted him to do. So instead, this very light investment defense, this very, like, meek and humble, it was 1 Ravager, 2 Roaches at the time the engagement was going on, but eventually 3 Ravager, a couple Queen defense, saying, yeah, I don't think you can break this with your Marines. I don't think you're going to commit that much. I think you're worried about my counterattack, so I'm just going to drone. I'm just going to freaking drone. And look, we have a 14-worker lead for our Zerg. Byun getting a second base established, still without a second orbital. Banshee coming in to attack on this third. Now, there was no cloak investment for Byun here, so it's gonna be an easy hold against the Banshee for Reynor, I think. Queen's position between the natural and the third to respond to any available threats. 2 Queens in the main. Spore, no Spore, but now there's a Spore. This is a rock-solid defense from Reynor. He'll lose a couple drones here, but this Banshee's gotta leave. Not even a couple, just 1. Reynor with double Evo Chamber, getting ready for those 6-6 upgrades. Stim and +1 on the way for Byun. +1 weapons. Stim. Inching closer and closer and closer to completion. Reynor deflects the Banshee. Done. Like, its job's over. It's got to go join the army. Much like someone who got D's in high school. It's what you do. Marine tank sieging up on the low grounds. Oh no, the Raven! No, the Raven! What was it doing? It's got to go home for repairs. I guess maybe an auto turret drop into Banshee harass was the plan there. I'm not clear. Baneling Nest not quite finished for Reynor, but he can always spam out roaches to help hold. 16 roaches, 3 ravagers, 6 queens on the field to defend this. Byun's gonna begin clearing creep. Active tumors are all destroyed, deleted, murked, wrecked, GG'd preemptively. Two tanks taken down with some on-point files from Reynor. That's why you do not clump your tanks against this style. Byun learning that lesson very swiftly. Oh no, more bile connecting against the Marines. Reynor decimating the Terran forces, but wait, an anti-armor missile going off on the Ravagers. Byun pushing forward. Reynor only losing creep though. That's kind of the advantage here, right? Like it's like a health bar. It's like having armor for your hatcheries, for your economy. The Marines out front, all cleaned up. A couple remaining Marauders, and the tanks are going to load up into the medevacs. Boom goes the Raven. Boom goes the Banshee. GG. Reynor goes up 2-0. Corner of Lightshade. Give it up for a blue Zerg from Q-Lash. Reynor. In the top left, as the Red Terran, it's Byun. So, we had a good... Uh-oh. It's gonna be another proxy Rax. Wait. Yeah. No, never mind. I got overeager. It's just a normal scout. Which, in itself, is remarkable, right? Byun not scouting. Is it, though? Is it, though? Is it, though? It is gonna be a proxy Rax. I've memed myself twice. Yeah, there it is. First barracks is about to be dropped. Reynor with another pool first. Maybe opening all these pool firsts, as a response to the player he's up against in this tournament. At the time this series took place, it's 50-50 win rate between Byun and Reynor. Reynor going up 2-0 here is a pretty big statement for the Italian. And... ooh, it's not a proxy. Proxy. 3 racks. Byun. With a predominantly cheesy series. I mean, even game 1 was a 2-base play. Definitely wants to stay aggressive, wants to take control, but Reynor's once again going for the roach play. I think maybe if Byun had sent an SCV in each time, like, this wouldn't have been such a tell. But again, it's unclear to me whether Reynor's playing reactionary or if he wanted to go for a roach play himself. The bunker has been stopped. Both forward SCVs have been injured. Bunker's canceled. Okay, it's gonna be a restart. One lane cut down. Reynor not engaging on the low ground, playing very patiently. There's not that many Marines here. 4 roaches on the way, and he will absolutely have the opportunity to save this hatchery. Because of the delay on the bunker, he might just be able to stop it. No, it's not going to be in time to stop the bunker. But maybe he can get a couple Marine kills. He gets 1 Marine kill. Oh no, it's just narrowly in range of the hatchery. I don't know why I would have expected otherwise. Of course he put the bunker in range of the hatchery, but... Is Reynor gonna have enough to push in on the bunker, take it down, and save the hatch? That's the question. Queen falls, the roaches microing out and in. Bunker 1 overrun, bunker 2 denied, and the marine count is dropping super fast. Reynor making 7 drones behind this push before it was even technically held off. He was that confident. He was that calculated. Byun running up the ramp. Holding high ground against Reynor pretty effectively. Byun backs out a little against the bile. Actually, there might be enough. Byun is not going home anytime soon. He's continuing to commit. It's gonna be another Banshee play. Yeah, there's enough Marines here to actually win against this. They don't need a file! Oh! No transfuse to heal up this very wounded Ravager, but it can stay pretty far back. Oh! Well, it didn't. A couple Overlords very vulnerable here. If the Roaches are pushed back too far. Catch still very wounded. The drones are pulled into the fight. They are being kited back. Byun picks off a Roach. GG is called. Reynor with a 3-0 victory against a rival he was 50-50 against. Very well played. Well, tonight's series was a quicker one. Reynor with, I would expect a series like that to go 3-2. But something to note about the EU tournaments is that there's a ping advantage to Reynor. I don't know if that factored in that much, but we did see some biles get eaten by Byun in map number 1. That ping advantage could have come into play there. I don't know. It was a clean sweep, a very nice performance from Reynor. I've enjoyed casting his game over the past couple nights, and I'll see you tomorrow with another cast. Bye, everybody!